Alright guys, welcome back to Garry's Mod, and welcome back to Mod vs. Mod, or whatever the hell I'm gonna call this series. The point is, we are back with two other NPC packs, and we're going to pit them against each other to see exactly which one will come out on top. We have Crack Life NPCs on one side, which ranges from crazy ones like Shrek to Pink Panther to Dude with a Mario head, all the way to the failed scientific experiments, which features Mr. Twitchy over there, and the infamous Mr. Orange, and let's not forget Big Mr. Orange. That's a thing. The point is, we have these two packs here and ready to go at it. We're gonna now see exactly who can win, starting with round one. Alright, so first up is round one, and I wanted to go really easy, so I picked some of the weakest NPCs of each respective pack, and I totaled up their health to roughly around 240 each. And I actually found that one side has about 10 extra health, so please excuse that, but it shouldn't really make too much of a difference. That's also why there's more on the Crack Life side than there is the failed experiments. But without further ado, let's see how this works. And round one is starting. So right off the bat, we got some pretty crazy Okay, so yeah, that was a little dramatic. So needless to say, the failed experiments surprisingly won that. And just to kind of evaluate here, we do have quite a bit of health on each one. The real winning factor here wasn't that one side had more health than the other, it was that one side had better attacks than the other. So failed scientific experiments win round one, but now we go into round two, and round two is going to be a little bit more extreme. But regardless, round one goes to the failed experiments NPCs. Alright guys, so you know how I do. On to round two, and in round two I always pit the strongest of the two NPC packs against each other, and in this case we have the huge Mr. Orange and we have Black Scary. What a appropriate name. Anyway, the matter of the fact is we have 10,000 health on each side. They should, in theory, be even if we're talking about health, but I don't know exactly all their attacks. But with that out of the way, let's now go on to round two. Here we go. And off they go. So Mr. Orange can actually spawn multiples of himself, or smaller versions of himself, I guess like his minions. And Black Scary's just kind of, I don't even know what he's doing, to be honest. He's just kind of sitting there. Alright guys, so I wanted to restart it because Black Scary wasn't really working all that well, but I did move him a bit closer, so let's see if that makes any difference whatsoever. And he's finally attacking. There we go. So Black Scary is off. Hugo is doing his... Oh my god, and there we have it. Okay, so all those times before I couldn't get Black Scary to attack, but he finally managed to do it, and that was an insane turn of events. I didn't think he was really going to do anything, really, let alone kill the big Mr. Orange. But here we have an overview. His health honestly didn't really take too much of a hit. The point is, he really finished that battle quick, and this is really troublesome for this video. But I must give credit where credit is due. The Crack Life NPCs have pulled away, and they are now heading into the final round. We have failed experiments that won the first, and these guys won the second. So now we go into the third, which will make things a little bit interesting. Alright, the moment has arrived. Round three, we're going to be pitting every single one of the failed experiments NPCs against every single one of the Crack Life NPCs. I'm curious to see which one will win because we're not really modifying anything here. We're just kind of putting them up head to head, one of each, seeing which pack is stronger. And also, because this video will be like 4 or 5 minutes long, I'm gonna add some more rounds for the hell of it. So this will not be the last round. I'm gonna change things up. This series will be something that is kind of adapting as we go, but I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, and here we go. So we got Shrek going at it. The crowbar's doing some work. And we already, oh my god, we have some pretty dramatic deaths going on here. So I'm going to do full commentary over this because these battles don't last long at all compared to the ones we've looked at before in the past two videos. It's down to Hugo versus the crowbar. Who will win? And we got these two guys doing something. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure those two are from the same pack. I don't know why they're fighting each other. I do have a mod installed that makes it to where they're on the same alliance. Regardless, the crowbar is fighting back. It's not going down without a fight. It's killing the little oranges. I don't know if it can kill the big one. Alright guys, so I just checked their health. I'm going to time-lapse this because they both have around 10,000 health. So this will be a bit ridiculous. So I'll see you guys at the end. Alright, and finally we have it. That was the longest mother effing fight I've seen on this series. But as you guys can see plainly and clear as day, the Crack Life NPCs are the victor. Even if this one were to die, we still have 2 more. But I don't know if the big orange guy would have ended up going towards them. Anyway, let's see the crack tree, which yes, that's what it's called apparently. This thing is very resilient. We have still 5,000 health on this thing, so it only took down roughly half. So there you guys have it. We have the Crack Life NPCs that took round 3, and they're now 2-1 and beating the failed experiments. So let's go ahead now into the final round. This is going to be the cluster round, and yes, I will bleep that. What I mean by that is it's going to be pretty much a bunch of NPCs fighting, and there's not really going to be any rules. I'm just going to spawn a crap load of them, and we'll see exactly how well they do. Alright, and here we have it. I spawned 10 of each NPC. That's not hard math, but the point is there's going to be a lot of NPCs. I also didn't bother to change the affinity, so they're both, well, they might fight each other, but that shouldn't matter because everything is going to be just pretty much destroying itself. So this should be a pretty interesting fight. This one's just kind of for lulz, so I hope you guys enjoy round 4, kind of like a bonus round, I guess. And no, I'm not just doing this to get to that 10-minute mark on YouTube. But the point is, we have these two pitted against each other at their absolute best. Let's see now if over-exaggerating the numbers will help the other side to win and steal the final round. With all that out of the way, let's now start round 4. Okay, so you guys are probably glad you didn't hear that because all I heard was just an insane amount of explosions going off and screams. But this is not technically over. We actually do have these guys, which for some reason were shooting me, but let's see if we can move them a little bit closer to really seal the deal. So the thing about Mr. Orange that is insane is he can throw explosive projectiles. As you guys can hear the screams, this is what I heard that whole time. And it's a little ridiculous. So for some reason they have a range. This is a fully noted and graphed map. I made sure of it. Alright, so let's finish the fight here and see who's the victor, but I'm pretty sure you guys know. So interestingly, one of the big Mr. Oranges did die, so that guy put up a decent fight, but it doesn't really matter. The thing about Mr. Orange, the big one at least, is when he is multiplied, they get a huge edge, and the fact that they can use their projectiles, which they didn't use before, pretty much put them in the lead by a massive landslide. So when it comes to numbers, the failed scientific experiments simply take the win. And you know what that means? Yes, that means we have a mother freaking tie. So there you guys have it. The failed experiments did win round 4, which puts them at 2 compared to the other 2, which means that yes, we have a tie. So what do we do when we have a tie? Well, I can't really even think of what to do next. I've pretty much pitted them all up. I did 10 of each. The only thing I can think of is 100 of each, but if I did that, well, the game would just simply crash, because it was lagging really bad when I spawned those. So I think we're going to end this off with the first ever tie, because I can't think of anything to break the tie with. I mean, I already went to the absolute extreme. We started out from the smallest point all the way up, so we can't really do anything in between because we've already covered that. So with that out of the way, these are two fairly impressive and strange packs, which is why I thought they would do good against each other, because I thought, well, these two packs are weird, but which one is weirder? And better yet, which one is stronger if you were to pit them up against each other? And well, we have an answer to that. They're both insanely strong, and because of that, they both win. So we have a tie. Yay! And that is it, my friends. That is the end of the NPC battle. I guess that's what we'll be calling this, NPC battles. I gotta make sure no other person took that name because I don't want to copy anyone, but this is a very interesting fight, I gotta say. I didn't expect these results. I thought that one of them would destroy the other, and they may have in some certain round, but in the overall scheme of things, they came out both on top. But if you guys do like these videos, please let me know what you think about them down in the comment section down below. And if you did like it, please leave a like by clicking that like button and subscribing if you want. Smash that like button, guys. Let's see if we can hit 10,000 likes. Okay, no, we're not doing that. No, I'm not like that. If you did dislike the video, please go ahead and dislike it. I'll be fine. I promise I won't cry a lot. And also leave suggestions down below in the comment section, and follow me on Discord, Twitter, and if you really love my videos, or me for that matter, I don't know why you would, but I have a Patreon page down there which has some very stupid perks if you wanted to try that out. Thank you so much for watching though, guys. I'll see you in the next video, and until next time, farewell.